Good evening, folks. Kyle here with Off-Road Pioneer. We got Maura behind the camera again. Say hey, Maura.
Hi.
Today we're going to tell you guys a little bit about ourselves and about our ride and our intended goals with our YouTube channel. So I'm Kyle. I'm 30 years old. I've been riding ATVs since I was 7. I think I got my first dirt bike when I was 7. I love being outside. I can't stand the cities. I am from Reveiw right now. And the person behind the camera would be Maura, also 30, from Kingston, newer to the whole outdoor ATV world. So our bike is a 2016 Honda Pioneer. We will get to look at it here a bit more in a second. We got about 4,000, just over 4,000 kilometers on it now. We're going to cover the problems we had with it first. So I broke both front axles, mostly my fault, in the mud, you know, that kind of shit. I did have an oil seal go, the rear main. They changed that under warranty. I also have had the header warped. I have a new header to put on that. We will do a video about that later on because I have a plan to keep it from warping again. It is full independent suspension all the way around. It has 4-wheel drive and diff lock, a dumping bed with a weight capacity of 1,000 pounds. Towing capacity of 1,500 pounds. It is a 4-seater. I do like to take extra people with me. I like the Honda for a choice for the 4-seater because you don't get any longer or any wider. As I said, a 700 3-speed automatic automotive style transmission. That means a torque converter, not a belt. You guys with belts, you know what that means. So likes and dislikes with this 4-wheeler so far. Well, I guess we'll start with the likes. It has taken every ounce of abuse I've thrown at it. Like, you cannot imagine I have done with this thing. It has just taken it. It's one time it did not come home with me was because it was so stuck I couldn't winch it out on one battery. I will be doing a second battery kit to prevent that from happening. As I said, and where it's been has been crazy. Follow us this year to see where we're going with it. A 4-seater, as I said earlier, the reason not being any longer, not being any wider, I love that. And the folding part capability of the seats. Dislikes, the stock tires were junk, guys. Like, you cannot understand. 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks. I think I had 200 kilometers on the bike. Sidewalk gone. 5 plugs to get me out of the bush. The stock ride height was junk. I think we were 8 inches, maybe 10 if we were lucky. I don't actually have the specs in front of me, as horrible as that is. The stock front shocks. You might as well have had a fucking piece of wood. We'll have to beat that. A piece of wood in there instead of having a shock. It was just horrible. I bent the living snot out of my rims. It's just not, they're no good. Seat belts, the girlfriend doesn't like how they rub with the bench seat moving around, so I suggest 4-point harnesses. Okay guys, we're going to kind of look at it now and kind of go over some of the projects we've done. So if we look at the bike here now, right off the bat you can see I got all kinds of lights. Lights are great for night riding. You have to have lights, you got to see what you're going over. Next thing you might see right away is the curved A-arms. So let's get a close-up of those there, please. We got some Super ATV high clearance A-arms. They gave me 2 more inches of clearance. And right above those you might see some real shiny bolts there. That's a homemade set of shock brackets. And on those shock brackets are a set of stage 4 Elka shocks. So let's get a real good shot of those. That made the world of difference, folks. I can drive it like a razor now. Okay, so some of the other stuff we got. We will come over here to the right side. We have done the bucket seat conversion. I have got rid of that bench seat we talked about earlier. These are out of a CF Moto, exactly the same as a Polaris Razor. Really easy to put in there, to believe it or not. If you'd like to see a video on that, leave me a comment and I will get you a video made. Right here you see some nice plumbing pipe. Yep, I homemade my own snorkel. 20 bucks or so to put it together. It was relatively easy, guys. I can do a video on it too if we need, not a big deal. Switch plates in there. When we come around to the driver's side, we'll get a better shot of that. At the rear, I'd like to show you, so it comes with the nice webbing to keep sticks and branches out. I still have Christmas decorations on it from the parade. But there's the one seat folded down, one seat folded up. The seat base is not there. and the seat isn't folded all the way down. And as you can tell, I use it. I don't. It's not a clean bike. It doesn't sit on the pavement. Some more stuff I have. I built my own bed extender, as you can see. It has some more of that lovely plumbing pipe. Cost me about 50 bucks there. Not quite done yet. It's not mounted or glued. That's in the future. Waterproof bag for storage. There is no storage in a Pioneer. Got tire chains. Up here in Canada, we like to ice fish. Need to get some extra traction. So there's an extra heavy set of tire chains. Haven't had an issue. We got aftermarket tires here. They're 27-inch CST N-Claws. A nice tire. A little bit softer rubber for a smoother trail ride than the typical mud tire, but does perform great in the mud. You might see the blue lights under there. Got some nice LED lock lights on. You know, like to see what I'm about to hit. Another bucket seats. There's the switch panel. It's just the typical one off Amazon that everybody else orders. The light inside the cab isn't great, but sorry about that, guys. Not a good location to put it. I would go with the typical up on the top warning label if I could redo it, but the hole's there now. Mirrors. Just some normal Copen mirrors. Have to have mirrors. Other than that, guys, that's what I've done to it so far. Please comment. Leave a comment of any videos you'd like to see. Tayside Motorsports has been my primary dealer on this, and they have done more than adequate service. If you guys are looking for good dealer service, go check out Tayside in Perth. And as I said, Honda will always get you home, guys. Have a nice night. Kyle checking out. Talk to you later.